Upbeat, cinematic music fades into something more somber and mysterious. Quick cuts of archival World War II footage, soldiers running, tanks rolling, blurred black and white faces. The footage glitches and distorts, transitioning to slow, sweeping drone shots of a dense, green European forest. The video title appears in a weathered, typewriter-style font. Narrator, voiceover, calm, engaging. History, they say, is written by the victors. But what about the stories that were never written at all? The moments of incredible courage, sacrifice, and tragedy that simply vanished into the fog of war. For every famous battle, there are 100 forgotten firefights. For every known hero, there are 1,000 unnamed. Music becomes a single, haunting piano note and ambient sound. Today, we're not going to talk about generals or grand strategies. We're going to journey into a quiet corner of Europe, into a patch of woods that has kept a secret for over 75 years. We're going to piece together the final hours of one soldier. A man whose name was almost lost to history. Cut to the host, standing at the edge of a forest. They are dressed for field work, holding a map. This is the Ardennes Forest. In the winter of 1944-45, it was the stage for the largest and bloodiest battle the United States Army has ever fought, the Battle of the Bulge. But the battle wasn't just one clash. It was a chaotic mosaic of 1,000 smaller engagements. And right here, points to map, is where one of those small, brutal puzzles remained unsolved. Cut to a mix of modern footage and relevant archival clips. The host walks through the woods, camera following. Our story doesn't start with a bang, but with a whisper. A local historian in a nearby village mentioned an odd find to a friend of mine. A farmer, plowing a field at the forest's edge in the 1980s, turned up a single, rusted American M1 helmet. No body. Just the helmet. It was noted, put in a barn, and forgotten. Close up on a replica M1 helmet, then on a period photograph of a young American soldier smiling. But that helmet was a clue. A silent marker. It belonged to someone. I started digging through after-action reports, unit diaries from the 28th Infantry Division, the Bloody Bucket Division that held this line. The records were a mess. The German breakthrough shattered unit cohesion. Men were separated, commands were confused. In one log, I found a brief, almost offhand entry, December 19, 1944. Elements of Item Company, 3rd Battalion, engaged probing enemy patrol near track junction Whisper. 2 men reported missing after action. Presumed captured. Cut to an animated map showing the German advance and the isolated US positions. Presumed captured. That's where most stories end in the archives. But Whisper? That was my key. Cross-referencing old forestry maps with military grid coordinates, I found it. An old, overgrown hunter's track junction. This place. The host arrives at a small, overgrown clearing. The camera pans slowly.